What up? It's your boy Television, and we are Television. What the Tunnel Vision, and we back for another one. Tyson Fury is back in the news. Tyson Fury is doing some WWE, and he's supposed to be getting paid some money. Some UK site talking about this boy getting paid $15 million for this fight, for this UFC fight, WWE fight. I'm gonna mess up with my words today, man. But it's alright. We're not cutting this. We're gonna keep it going, man. You're supposed to be getting paid $15 million. $15 million for a fake fight. For a freaking fake fight, man. What do I think about it? We'll get right to the point. Straight bullshit. That boy ain't getting no goddamn $15 million. Hell no. This ain't the zone. WWE ain't the zone. Vince McMahon ain't about that life. Just throw money out the window for no goddamn reason. He expects, a return on his investment. ASAP Rocky. He ain't about that bullshit life, just throwing money out the window. He ain't about that life. And them talking about this $15 million thing, it's no different than them screaming about how Tyson Fury had a $100 million deal with Top Rank. I'm sure he had a really good deal, but it definitely was no $100 million deal. And Bob Arum came out himself and said it straight up, hell no, he ain't got no $100 million deal. The only way he would make $100 million at that time was to go through that contract and fight Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Basically in big, huge clashes. Could there be that potential of making that money? But he did not have no $100 million contract. So that was complete BS. And when it comes to this one, it's the same thing, straight BS. You just got to look at it. There's a lot of other people that the WWE could pay that type of money to that would bring back that, bring back that return on investment. Shit. I'd rather give a Conor McGregor $10 to $15 million. That's going to bring you those pay-per-view numbers. People are going to watch that. People are going to watch something like that. But for this guy, Tyson Fury, nah, you just got to look at the numbers, man. This guy, he's in the sport of boxing. So what is he in the sport of boxing? Is he this big superstar? Where you pay this man this kind of money and you're going to get these numbers when it comes to your pay-per-views or when it comes to your gate? His own gate, 2 fights ago, his gate, they sold 5,000 tickets. They made less than $900,000 off his tickets. The rest were all comps. His last fight, what did he sell? It was like 3,500 tickets, something like that. 3,000 or 3,500 tickets he sold for his last fight. The rest all comps. They comped more tickets for that fight than he actually sold. So you just got to look at it like that, and the viewerships are complete trash. So why exactly would they give somebody that type of money? Why would they give somebody that type of money? It makes absolutely no sense. What are you going to get out of it? What viewership are you going to get out of that? What is he bringing to the table? 3,000 extra people to your event? Maybe. And you're going to give him $15 million? Doesn't make any sense. They could spend substantially less than that and still get that kind of money. The Rock probably comes back and do whatever that, or, all these other previous stars that used to be there. They probably can get a couple of them to come over there for $15 million. And do a big, huge event and make good money off of it. So it makes no financial sense whatsoever for them to do something like that. And when if it was a DAZN, they said, hey, DAZN's paying Tyson Fury $15 million to do an event on wherever. That I would believe 100%, because DAZN's about that life. DAZN's about overspending for fights, overspending for events, overspending fighters. I mean, that's what they're about. They're about spending an absorbent amount of money on meaningless fights. I mean, that's what they do. Golovkin, I think, just got guaranteed like $15 million for his last fight. The previous fight before that, he got guaranteed was like $14 million. He's about to fight a complete nobody, and he's still going to make, I think, probably $14-15 million. So they will spend money like that on fights that don't mean anything. They're willing to do that. So if they said, yo, he's the one that's getting paid 15 mil, yeah, absolutely. I would, like, yeah, absolutely. The zone's giving that bread to Tyson Fury. But for this, WWE, Vince McMahon, nah, he ain't about that life. He ain't about losing no bread. Hell no. So no. What I believe is getting paid, probably like 500,000, 800,000, maybe $1 million, something like that. But I don't see them giving him any more than that. And he was also talking about not facing Deontay Wilder that he doesn't care about. He's not thinking about Deontay Wilder, and he's just focused on the moment. And the thing about somebody like him is that he's, like I said, his mind is all over the place. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He doesn't. You can't believe anything this man says. You can't believe, that okay, yeah, this bout will end up happening with him and with Wilder, because you just don't know where his head is at. You don't know where his head's at, man. He's mentally not a stable individual, and he's gonna keep going back and forth. And as in previous videos, I said, don't be shocked if he ends up failing a drug test. Don't be shocked if he ends up in the hospital because of drinking or whatever it is. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked if that fight has to be completely called off because of whatever. Don't be shocked, injuries, whatever it is. That fight is not guaranteed. And the fight gets closer and closer and closer, especially after Deontay Wilder is done with his fight against Luis Ortiz. If he's able to win that, especially in dramatic fashion, where now things really get real, like, all right, now you really got to fight this person. Things might start to mentally happen with that man, Tyson Fury. And I know some people say, oh, well, he fought him last time, though. Why would he be scared? This and that. He also had fought Klitschko. And before the rematch could happen, you saw all the things that happened with that. And in the fight that he won, actually, in that fight, he won very easily. But you saw how he mentally just, destructed the way that he did. So, it's not guaranteed, man. So, $15 million? Absolutely not. But they are going to do their little promo for the WWE. Trying to expand his brand, trying to bring more popularity to him, maybe bring him towards a different audience, because nothing else has worked. So, I mean, you might as well just start doing whatever you can. You got to do something, I guess. Got to do something to try to bring that brand up, because right now, man, ESPN is losing a boatload of money on that boy. They're losing so much money on that boy. And if this fight with Deontay Wilder doesn't happen, oh, man. Wow. That's all I can say. It's wow. Not to mention, even with the fight with Deontay Wilder happening, I don't know how much money they've guaranteed Deontay Wilder for this fight. But whatever money they guaranteed Deontay Wilder for this fight, and then the money that Tyson Fury's getting for that fight, and I believe with everything that Tyson Fury's been doing has diminished what that fight would have been able to make. People taking some major L's when it comes to that one. And the only one that's still really moving the needle when it pertains to those two is Deontay Wilder, man. He's the one that has, Dominic Brazil fight going viral. Tens of millions of hits from that fight. Luis Ortiz, that'll probably end up being a viral moment as well. So at least, he's continuing to grow as a fighter. So he still brings something to the table. But as far as Tyson Fury, basura. Like, subscribe, share. On the next one. See ya.